Did you know that you can reset your life, reboot it, reinvent it, and hence change its entire design? And that you have the power to do so right now, at this very moment. It doesn't matter where you are, at what age, or at what juncture in your life. You still have the power to transform your life in this present moment. Life presents before us a very few opportunities that many people tend to ignore unknowingly. A majority of people miss out on noticing the defining moments of their lives and seldom make any effort to bring in any quality changes. But only a few people are able to capture those moments that help them grow by turning life around from failure to success, despair to hope, or from depression to bliss. What if you learn the skill to take notice of the moments that are capable of reshaping your destiny? What will you do if you find your true inner calling today? If you're able to do so, I bet that life will never be the same again. Mark Twain once wrote, "The two most important days in your life are the day that you are born and the day you find out why." You might want to take a second chance because something is lost, broken, or might have reached its rock bottom. Maybe you lost someone very close to you or the job you loved dearly. It could also be a situation where your business is in jeopardy. You may be going through a separation or the biggest possible dilemma of life. It could be in any area of life where something has hit its lowest notes. Struggles, obstacles, and situational difficulties are a part of life, yet most of us want to delete such unpleasant episodes and chapters from our lives. We tend to wish that difficulties would just fade away on their own. But as Jim Rohn said, don't wish for less problems. Wish for more skills. Don't wish for less challenges. Wish for more wisdom.
This mini documentary series, And Your Life Starts Now, is packed with insights, tools, and practices that you can use to improve your life skills. The purpose of this series is to help you understand how to seize the power of defining moments and the way in which you can let go of the baggage of your past to ultimately embrace the future that you truly deserve. Whether you're struggling financially or having instability in your relationship or fighting a battle with yourself every day to merely keep your sanity alive, you must believe in the fact that there will always a way out of these difficult times no matter what.
Life can be reinvented anytime. There is always the possibility of a new beginning. All that is required is a decision to alter your path, an effort to make a shift to finally take on a new course of action. Therefore, you must learn to trust the second chances that life presents to you and keep moving ahead in life. Make yourself believe that the power lies in your own hands for producing favorable outcomes when things don't go according to what you initially planned.
There are times when we feel stuck. Sometimes the temporary problems that we face might become our permanent stories, and we get stuck around these stories. We can lose years or even a lifetime dwelling over the same problem, battling the same challenges. You might consciously or unconsciously tell these stories of regret, stories of people who put you in a situation and stick to a script without changing it. It's important to take a conscious check on the stories we tell ourselves, especially the ones that we tell why we can't lead a life that is similar to what we desperately wish for. Our lives are not perfect. We can be out of balance, and one of the ways to observe this is to take a look at life using some sort of a measurement tool to understand the highs and lows based on your own expectations. I want to give you a tool which will help you to understand and measure your life the way it is and helping you to identify the gap between where it should be. Since personal growth is about improvement, you can use this tool for your growth. This has helped thousands of people with a reality check and making enough room for their improvement. Now, you can call this tool Life Equalizer. I want you to draw something like what you see on the screen. As you see, This chart has several indicators starting from its lowest point of -10 to the highest point of +10. +10 means that you are at the top of your current situation, and -10 denotes the lowest hitting point. You can measure your health, wealth, relationship, career or finance, personal growth, and happiness. What you need to do is to measure where you are right now. Let's start with the level of health and fitness. +10 being the most ideal. Where do you stand? Let's assume for the sake of this exercise you are at +7. Let's tick it right there. Go ahead, stop this video if you want to, and finish the rest of the exercise.
To determine where you are, you can tick off on your Life Equalizer tool, and eventually you will realize that you are neither at the highest of everything nor at the lowest. When you look at different areas of your life like health, wealth, relationship, career, business, and happiness, you will observe that some of them are higher and, while some are lower than others, there is no perfect balance that exists in these areas. We all have varied mixes of health, wealth, relationship, spirituality, and work in our lives at different times. Of course, you would want to make things better, go higher, and win some notches above over a period of time. But this equalizer gives you a true picture about where you are right now. Even though perfect balance is not your goal, a look at the diagram shown by this tool can sometimes warn us that something is not right. Therefore, the first step in this journey of changing life's course is to know where you currently stand. You need to realize and be aware of the brutal reality of where you are in life. Denial is not a solution. Facing the facts and accepting reality are the key steps that will bring you closer to a needed change. The sooner you deal with a new set of realities, the more quickly you will move to a place of strength and action. Where you are right now may not feel good to you, but you have to deal with what is real and what is left for you to work with in order to grow.
Personal transformation begins with awareness and then acceptance. When you use the equalizer, you become aware of the neglected areas of your life. Some areas will be doing great, but some areas of life doing poorly. Take a notice of this and observe it, name it, and claim it. You need to accept it. But remember, this is not who you are. This only means where you are right now at this very juncture of your life. If something has hit a low note, it's now brought to your awareness, to your full attention, so that you can work on that area of your life. While you take notice of your life equalizer, looking at the low points, you can also further introspect on what's responsible for the score on the equalizer, especially the low score. For example, let's say you're on the low score on health. What would be responsible for this? Now, don't make the mistake asking the wrong question. Who would be responsible for this? Ask the question, what would be responsible for this? It would be a significant discovery if you analyze and observe your recurring thoughts about health, beliefs, and habits. If your thoughts, beliefs, or habits contradict with what you desire for optimal health, then chances are we can see it evidently in the results we are getting right now. If wealth or finance has lower note, then again, there are recurring thoughts, beliefs, and habits that do not go in alignment with what you want. Bottom line, know where you are and figure out why you are there in the first place by checking on your thoughts, beliefs, behaviors, and habits.
The second step is to know where you want to go. It's like building your own inner compass. Even if you don't know where you are going, at least knowing the direction is paramount. How do you want to raise the level at which you are currently? Do you want to go from 0 to 5 in the next 3 months, or do you wish to go from 5 to 8 in the next 6 months? What is the outcome that you are chasing? What are your major goals? What's your expectation from yourself?
If you have to start fresh and begin again, what's the life that you want to create for yourself? Which are the areas of your life that you want to focus on? What areas of your life need your immediate attention right now? Let's say your finances are great, but relationship is at the lowest note. Let's assume in the next 3 months, you want to work on improving your relationships at home, work, or even in your social circle. You want to go from a +5 to a +7 experience. So getting to +7 becomes your goal that you want to work on for the next 3 months. This is clarity. Now you're clear about where you want to go. You can build your vision on what you want to achieve.
If you take a look at the complete exercise of your life equalizer, you will notice a gap that represents where you are to where you want to be in the future. Where you want to be, of course, means a 10 on 10 peak experience in all areas of life within the timeline you have set for yourself. It could be 6 months from now or even 6 years. Knowing that gap is your third step.
This gap will give you the clarity on what you want to work towards. You get a realization about what's going on right and wrong with your life. There's always a gap between where you are and where you want to go. When you take a reality check on where you stand, you realize that how far you're from your goals and dreams. You notice the gap, and there's always room for improvement. The good news is that you can always fill this gap. That is what second chances are for, to acknowledge, to accept, and to transcend limitations. An amazing thing about the life equalizer is that it will show you the ups and downs based on what you focus on. If you focus on our health would improve. If we focus on relationships, they will start improving too. But when we choose to neglect these things, they start declining. Things that are neglected in life get depreciated, or it will disappear completely. Ultimately, what we focus on gradually expands. It gets better. Where our attention goes, energy flows. Well, it all depends on which area of your life you want to improve. What's your priority? Often people make the mistake of working on improving one strong area and neglect most of the others. For example, some people focus most of their energy, time, and resources on improving their finances and pay zero attention to their health or relationships. Now, that's not a harmonic life. What's the point of becoming the richest man in the graveyard? Or what's the point of being so poor that all you have got is money? If you want a fresh start, you need to get your priorities right. You need to reshuffle the hierarchy of your values. Your current hierarchy of values determines the current results you produce. If you want to change the outcome, you need to list what you value the most and then put them on priorities, starting with the most important thing to you. You can do the same with different areas of your lives, like health, wealth, relationship, career, business, etc. Remember, what you focus on expands. Once you're through with this step, you move to the fourth step, filling the gap and finding solutions that help you do so. The way you can fill the gap is through creating the life you want. When you made an assessment about where you are and what results you are currently getting, you also realized specific thoughts, beliefs, and habits that are responsible for these low scores. If you want to make the change and begin a brand new journey, you need to make some serious changes within yourself that includes changing your thoughts, beliefs, and habits. You can't change the fruit without changing the seed, right?
You can achieve your goal in an effective manner by bringing in awareness in yourself about exactly what you need to do, having a vision and a solid plan backed by continuous action. If you want to reach a level of mastery, you need to go through this entire process. If you're ready to give life and yourself one more chance, you can always turn the situation around, irrespective of the fact of how huge your problem is. It's not necessary to look at the challenging events that you encounter as dead ends. Instead, you must understand that you possess the power and the capability to consider them the turning points in your life and hence Employ them to your benefit.
And Your Life Starts Now is a personal development series that aims to serve you a larger purpose. It's not only about taking second chances, but also use this series as a catalyst for complete transformation. We all need some life skills, some thought-provoking moments to embark on a new journey. So expect some deep insights that is aimed to encourage you to turn around your dead-end careers, declining businesses, deteriorating health conditions, challenging financial situation, struggling relationship, and most importantly, your state of mind. There is no better time to reinvent our lives than the present moment we have right now. Let's make the most of it. Let's get started. Let's get started with And Your Life Starts Now.